Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Quick Take Celebrity News edition. Now, you may have actually just recently seen some advertising for a new movie that Miss Halle Berry will be starring in alongside Mark Wahlberg and other notable actors. And the movie name is actually supposed to be an action thriller called Union. It looks pretty good. I think I'm probably going to check it out myself. If you have seen the advertising for it, go ahead and let me know and tell me if you're interested. So, that being said, it seems like it's been cloud nine for Miss Halle Berry, and which I'm excited for. I often think of Halle Berry as one of those actresses that have been pretty much part of the soundtrack of my life, except the viewing part of a soundtrack. You get my point. I did find it to be a bit disheartening to see that simultaneously as the movie's being advertised, she's now also back into a custody issue with her ex-husband, Oliver Martinez. Now, I obviously find that to be disheartening because she's already been down this road once with her first child and having difficulties and issues with the custody situation aligned in that case, that I really thought that she would probably get a little bit more of a smooth sailing situation from that point on. And also too, because she's in love with Van Hunt, which I'm excited for. I'd like to see her smile. I haven't always seen that so much outside of the movies. It's just nice to see that she seems very happy and light and just having a good time at life at this point. And I'm really hoping that this situation that's about to be a brewing isn't going to change that for her. So what am I talking about? Well, you may have been seeing a situation in which she's now seeking sole legal custody of her son, Maceo. So let's go ahead and get into this quick take. Now, according to a sharing from people.com, Halle Berry seeks sole legal custody of son Maceo, says Oliver Martinez refuses to co-parent in child-centered way. The actress' latest court filing comes just months after the pair agreed to co-parenting therapy with the coach. Halle Berry is seeking sole custody of her son Maceo, claiming that his father, Oliver Martinez, refuses to co-parent or communicate in a child-centered way. Weeks after the Union actress, 58, alleged that her ex-husband, also 58, failed to continue seeing a co-parenting coach, and after a source told People that co-parenting hasn't been easy for the former spouses, Berry filed a request for sole legal custody of their 10-year-old son on Friday, August 16. Per legal documents obtained by People, Berry is requesting custody or, in the alternative, tie-breaking authority to make all decisions about his education, health, and therapy needs. The documents filed in the Superior Court of California and Los Angeles County arrive a year after they finalized their divorce, nearly 8 years after their 2015 split. At the time, they agreed to share joint legal custody of their son, with Berry paying Martinez $8,000 a month in child support and an additional 4.3% of any income she receives above $2 million. In the latest filing, Berry claims she made an effort to address her son's educational challenges and additional behavioral concerns as she fought for tutoring, an educational assessment, and finding an environment that was suitable to Maceo's needs. The filing alleges that Martinez, however, has been oppositional, unmoving, and withheld his consent for years. Because of respondents' opposition to any interventions whatsoever for years, and because of respondents prioritizing soccer activities over Maceo's educational and psychological well-being, Maceo's educational and behavioral challenges worsened, and he continued to fall further behind in school, the document alleges. Specifically, Berry claims that Maceo would act out toward her following longer periods of custody with his father, and that her son would repeat disputes that the former couple had in private. She alleges that Martinez claimed the boy was old enough to make his own decisions. A lawyer for Martinez told People that he will be responding to these allegations in the coming weeks. A representative and a lawyer for Berry did not respond to People's request for comment. Berry's legal team argues in the filing that Martinez ignores the professionals hired to help Maceo, and he aggressively stands in the way of implementing strategies and interventions to assist Maceo, and alleges that Martinez has interfered with custodial rights, withheld information from petitioner, and made unilateral decisions on Maceo's behalf, involved Maceo in the parties' conflict, and refused to follow the recommendations of Maceo's school. To summarize, Respondent refuses to co-parent or communicate in a child-centered way or make child-centered decisions which interferes with getting Maceo the help he needs, the filing alleges. By refusing to communicate, withholding consent, or deferring decisions, he has effectively delegated to himself sole decision-making authority in violation of the party's stipulated judgment. A source told People in early August that Barry and her ex-husband have very different parenting styles and that they both love Maceo, whom they welcomed in October 2013. The former couple had previously agreed to meet with a coach to resolve disputes and conflicts between them in an effort to successfully co-parent Maceo, per court papers obtained by People in May. In a later filing, Barry claimed Martinez unilaterally terminated coaching sessions without telling her or the coach. While she asked the court to enforce Oliver's compliance with their agreement, a judge denied the request due to a lack of exigent circumstances or not deeming it an urgent matter. Barry and Martinez first met in 2010 and split in October of 2015 after 2 years of marriage. Since 2020, the actress has been linked to musician boyfriend Van Hunt. She's incredibly happy with Van. He's always her biggest fan. They are great together, the source said earlier this month. Well, it does definitely seem like there's a lot going on in this particular situation, as in presented in most legal custody situations. And I do find it to be completely unfortunate that this is something that they are going through at this time. I do hope that things will turn a corner for them and that they will at some point get back on the same page of amicably co-parenting, as obviously the most important situation here is the child. One of the things that has been so unfortunate for Halle Berry is some of the choices in relationships, but we all can make those same type of mistakes, different scenarios, but we all can get with people who may not be the best suited for us. And it makes me think about a comment in which, if you used to watch the Judge Judy show when it was on TV before it's wherever it is now, where she basically said, you do have to, pretty much have to discern who you're going to pick for the person that you're going to have children with. Now, we don't always know at first if there's going to be an issue in that department. Different situations happen, but that statement really does pull into factor that, you really got to be very cognizant of who you decide to choose as a parent for your child in order to have the best situation in co-parenting for life, because I don't think co-parenting really ever changes, right? I mean, once you become family in that way, you're family. Now, how you guys choose to go through life with each other is a different story. But I just found it to be really saddened that this is something that, again, she is having to grapple with. I do remember, others probably remember as well, the issue that she had with her first father of her child, for her first child, and some of the complications that happened that were all included within the custody and the boundaries in which things were being done and decisions were being made. It seemed at that time when she was with Oliver that he was completely supportive of her and her initiative to ensure that things would work in a copacetic way with the first father, so much so that there was an altercation and that a lot of people felt, okay, Oliver's probably not the one to be messing with. And I just thought that maybe if there was an opportunity where Oliver and Halle did not go the distance, that there would be a different type of outcome for their situation, because they would have had the first-hand knowledge of seeing exactly what going through that can do and result in as far as the difficulties are concerned with the co-parenting. There's so many things here that obviously need to be looked at. Obviously, quite a bit has been alleged at this point, and so they both will have their opportunities at some point to fully hash everything out. I do wish the best for both of them. I do hope that at some point there comes an opportunity for them to copacetically get on the same page, because the child needs to have all of the benefit and the best of both parents, in my opinion. So I would definitely like to know your thoughts on this case. So please be sure to respectfully and thoughtfully leave those down in the comment section. I mean, this is a real hard charging situation, I believe, and it can get very messy, as she's already been through once before for me and Halle. And to see her going through this again in this, time of her life where it seems to be things are picking up in the professional area as well, it's just another thing that you have to deal with, I guess, this thing called life. Hopefully they can come to some type of agreement, so that way Maceo has the best of his relationships with both parents. Now, we already saw that some of the alleging in regards to the child possibly being able to repeat things that are arguments or situations that have come with the adult situation. Well, I mean, in a nutshell, This is why we have to keep children shielded from those things and not including them in adult mess. I mean, at the end of the day, it can affect the child in a much more serious way than some may think. Hopefully they will get that all handled together in the appropriate manner. And again, I wish the best for both of them. They both seem to be decent people. Obviously, we don't directly, but I do hope that they are able to find some way to come together and get this resolved in a manner that is the best effective way for the child in his best interest. So that being said, I appreciate you being here for this quick take. I also appreciate your thoughtful and respectful comments down below in regards if you wish to share. And of course, I do hope that you will definitely stick around. If you're new here, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be part of the family. I would love to have you. And of course, if you do appreciate the sharing, go ahead and give this video a like, as I would deeply appreciate that as well. And definitely make sure that you have your all notification bells on, that way you don't miss an upload. And until next time, you take care and be blessed. Bye.